Okay, so you're looking to like really improve your finances, right? Well, today, forget about those Wall Street guys.
Yeah.
We're going way back to the Bible. We're uncovering the financial secrets of like five
Oh,
biblical millionaires.
wow.
And it's all based on this interesting YouTube video I found.
Okay.
It's called Blueprints for Riches. And get this, it's all about these ancient figures who have these surprisingly relevant strategies that might just like
I mean,
totally change how you think about money.
it's really amazing. You know how we often just like overlook
Right.
the practical wisdom that's kind of tucked away in these old texts? They're not just stories, you know?
Mm.
They offer real insights into like wealth creation and management.
Yeah, and like still resonates today.
Exactly.
So first up is Joseph.
Oh, yeah.
Now, most people know him for that fancy coat and all the family drama.
Right.
But the guy was like a total economic genius.
He was.
He basically saved Egypt from financial ruin,
Uh-huh.
and it all started with a dream.
A dream, right? He interpreted Pharaoh's dream. He predicted like 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine.
Wow.
But what's really impressive
Yeah.
isn't just that he could interpret the dream, it's what he did with that knowledge.
Right.
Like, he convinced Pharaoh to implement a 14-year economic plan.
What?
They stockpiled grain during the good years
Oh, wow.
to prepare for the bad years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So basically, he convinced an entire nation to adopt like a massive long-term savings plan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, today we might call that like a sovereign wealth fund.
Yeah, or a national reserve.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a strategy that's still used by governments like all over the world
All the time.
to handle economic uncertainty.
It's true.
It's fascinating.
It is.
So Joseph's grain silos, right? They weren't just about storing food.
Oh.
They were like this strategic reserve of capital,
Exactly.
a buffer
Yeah.
against future shocks.
That's a powerful lesson for all of us.
It is.
Building resilience through emergency funds and diversified investments.
Yeah.
And even like acquiring valuable skills that can bring in income during tough times.
Like your side hustle.
Exactly. These are our modern day grain silos.
I like that.
Yeah.
And the video makes that connection so clear
Huh.
with this example of Sandra. She's
Yeah.
a small business owner, and during a period of economic growth, she was like consistently setting aside a portion of her profits.
Smart.
Yeah. And then when the pandemic hit, bam, she was prepared.
Wow.
Her grain silo, that reserve fund, allowed her not only to survive,
Right.
but to thrive.
While everyone else was
You know,
struggling.
like so powerful.
Such a powerful example of how ancient wisdom can apply to modern challenges.
Absolutely.
Joseph's story isn't just a historical anecdote. It's
Right.
like a blueprint
Yeah.
for navigating economic uncertainty.
Speaking of blueprints,
Okay.
let's move on to Abraham,
Okay.
our diversification king.
All right. Yeah.
This guy was seriously wealthy. Flocks, herds, silver, gold, like the whole 9 yards. But he didn't just inherit this wealth.
Right.
He strategically built it
He did.
through diversification.
It's interesting what's highlighted in the video
Oh, yeah.
is that Abraham diversified his assets
Okay.
and his locations.
Wow.
He didn't just have different types of holdings.
Right.
He strategically spread them out geographically
Ah,
to minimize his exposure to any one region's risks.
so smart.
Yeah.
Like that old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
But Abraham took it to a whole other level.
He did.
I mean, we understand diversification in terms of investments,
Yeah,
but Abraham's story encourages us to think bigger.
absolutely. We can
Mhm.
apply this to our careers, our skills, even our social networks.
That's interesting.
The more we diversify our sources of income, knowledge, relationships,
Right.
the more resilient and adaptable we become.
Like we're spreading the risk.
Exactly.
I like it.
That's a good strategy.
So the video brings this idea to life
Okay.
with Mike's story.
Yeah.
He's this young investor who understood this multifaceted approach to diversification.
Yeah.
Not only did he spread his investments across different asset classes like stocks, bonds, and real estate,
Mm.
but he also started a small business on the side.
Oh, wow.
And when the tech bubble burst, Mike's diversified portfolio helped him weather the storm.
Smart.
This highlights a crucial lesson. Diversification isn't just about risk management.
No, it's not.
It's about maximizing
Huh?
opportunities for growth.
That's the key.
Now, if diversification is about spreading your resources,
Right.
our next biblical millionaire took that concept and applied it to knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
King Solomon,
Uh-huh.
known for his incredible wealth and wisdom.
Right.
He wasn't just born into a fortune.
Yo,
He actively cultivated it.
he did.
Solomon's story kind of challenges this whole idea that wealth is all about like
Yeah.
luck, or inheritance.
Mhm.
I mean, he inherited a kingdom, yeah.
Sure.
But he multiplied that wealth through
Sounds.
smart deals, strategic investments, and by like attracting the best talent
Mm-hmm.
from all over the ancient world.
It's true.
It's like he understood that knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And that by constantly learning and expanding his understanding of the world, he could create even greater wealth.
Right.
It wasn't just about money.
No.
It was about
Mm.
cultivating wisdom.
And this is where
Yeah.
Solomon's story is so relevant for us today.
Oh, totally.
I mean, we live in a knowledge economy, right?
Yeah.
Where information, innovation, continuous learning,
Yeah.
those are the keys to success.
Big time.
The video emphasizes this by highlighting Solomon's focus on infrastructure,
Okay.
education,
Uh-huh.
attracting skilled workers.
Right.
Essentially, he invested in the things that would fuel economic growth.
He was ahead of his time.
He really was.
That's where the story of Elena comes in.
Okay.
This tech entrepreneur totally embodies the
Mhm.
Solomon principle.
Okay.
She's constantly attending conferences, taking online courses, even reaching out to experts in fields that are like totally outside her own.
That's great.
It's this insatiable curiosity and dedication to learning that led her to spot a gap in the market and develop a revolutionary app.
That's amazing.
Elena's success
Hmm.
underscores a key takeaway.
Which is?
Investing in your own education skills and knowledge is just as important as investing in like stocks or real estate.
Absolutely.
The more you learn, the more opportunities you create for yourself.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Let's talk about Lydia.
Okay.
Her story might seem short,
Right.
but it's packed with insights,
It is.
especially when it comes to the power of networks and reputation.
Yeah. Lydia was a successful businesswoman
Uh-huh.
in a time when that was incredibly rare.
Wow.
She was a merchant selling purple cloth,
Fancy.
a real luxury item back then.
Okay.
And she managed to build a thriving business
Good for her.
in a male-dominated society.
That's impressive.
That's not just impressive. It's a testament to her entrepreneurial skills and social savvy.
It really is.
Yeah.
So the video digs into how she built her empire
Okay.
through a combo of like strategic networking and a reputation for quality and integrity.
Right. It wasn't just about who she knew. It was about the trust that she built within her network.
And that's a lesson that resonates even more today.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in our hyper-connected world,
Right.
where social media and online platforms dominate,
Mhm.
building genuine relationships and cultivating a strong reputation
Yeah,
are like more valuable than ever.
I think so.
It's not just about collecting LinkedIn connections.
Right.
It's about nurturing those relationships
Yeah.
and providing value to others.
That's how you build genuine influence
Totally.
and create opportunities.
The video uses the story of James to illustrate this.
Okay.
He's a freelance graphic designer.
Right.
And by actively participating in online communities, sharing his expertise, and like consistently delivering high quality work,
Mhm.
he built a six-figure business
Wow.
entirely through referrals.
That's awesome.
No expensive advertising campaigns,
No.
just the power of a strong network and a stellar reputation.
That's the Lydia principle in action.
I love it.
Yeah. It's a great reminder
Mm.
that your network is truly your net worth.
So true.
Invest in those genuine connections,
Right.
and the returns can be incredible.
And finally, we come to Job.
Okay?
His story is often associated with like suffering and loss,
Right.
but the video encourages us to see it through a different lens
Oh, okay.
as a testament to resilience and long-term thinking.
Right. We often forget that Job was incredibly wealthy
Yeah.
before his trials began.
He had it all.
He did.
And then he lost everything.
Yeah.
Family possessions, health.
It's a rough story.
But he never lost his integrity
Uh-huh.
or his faith. And that's like a powerful lesson in itself, right? Facing setbacks with integrity
Yeah.
and refusing to compromise your values even when things are tough. That's a key takeaway from Job's story.
The video really highlights this idea
Mm-hmm.
that setbacks are like inevitable,
Right.
but how we respond to them,
Yeah.
that defines our ultimate success.
Totally.
Job's story isn't about avoiding hardship.
Right.
It's about cultivating the resilience to bounce back,
Uh-huh.
even stronger than before.
And it's a reminder that like our financial journeys are going to have ups and downs.
Oh, for sure.
Markets crash, businesses fail, unexpected expenses pop up.
It happens.
It's how we navigate these challenges that determines our long-term financial well-being.
Right.
The video brings this to life with Aisha's story.
Okay.
She's a real estate investor who, during the housing market crash, lost a significant portion of her portfolio. But instead of giving up, she
Yeah.
like analyzed her mistakes,
Right.
adapted her strategies, and rebuilt her real estate empire,
Wow.
ultimately becoming even more successful than before.
Good for her.
It's like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Right.
But in this case, it also made her wealthier.
Huh.
Job and Aisha's stories just underscore that resilience isn't just about like mental toughness.
Yeah.
It's about having a plan, adapting to change, and always keeping the long game in mind.
Absolutely. It's about understanding that setbacks
Yeah.
are often setups for even greater comebacks.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
5 biblical millionaires, each with their own unique approach to wealth creation and management.
It's amazing.
It's incredible how these ancient stories offer such relevant insights for us today.
It really is.
It's a reminder that financial wisdom is timeless.
Absolutely.
Whether you're building your grain silos, diversifying your assets, investing in knowledge, leveraging your network, or cultivating resilience, these principles are as relevant in the 21st century as they were like thousands of years ago.
I think so.
Out of these 5 figures, whose story resonated with you the most?
That's a good question.
And more importantly, what's one principle you can apply to your own financial journey like right now?
Yeah, think about it. Are you prepared for economic uncertainty like Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to diversify your income streams like Abraham?
Right.
Maybe you should invest in a new skill like Solomon,
Yeah.
or focus on building genuine connections like Lydia.
I like that.
Or perhaps it's time to cultivate that unshakable resilience like Job.
So many good options.
There are.
And here's a final thought to leave you with.
Okay.
The video also touched on the importance of like using wealth for good.
Oh, yeah.
These biblical millionaires weren't just about accumulating riches.
Oh.
They understood the importance of stewardship,
Right.
of using their resources to make a positive impact.
Important to give back.
It is, what kind of impact do you want your financial success to have?
That's a great question.
It's something worth pondering.
It is. It's a powerful reminder that true wealth
Yeah.
isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about the legacy you build and the positive change you create in the world.
Who knew the Bible could be such a treasure trove of financial wisdom?
Right.
Turns out those ancient stories are filled with practical advice that can help us navigate the complexities of modern finance.
I agree.
Until next time, keep diving deep.